Hi everyone, welcome to MIS6326 Data Management Project demonstration. We have based our project on a car rental company named CARVIS, which is short for Common Rent Vehicle Identification System. This company is based out of Dallas with a strong operating base at Dallas Love Field and Dallas Fort Worth International Airports. The current system is completely manual and it's prone to difficulty in the maintenance and tracking of information. Hence, we've come up with a proposition to elevate the business process efficiency by moving the car reservation to an online portal, and it's composed of a list of integrated features. To start off, we have 9 tables in the database, which is the branch table, which contains various branches Carvis is situated in. Customer, which has the customer details. Employee has the employees working across all the branches. Feedback contains details about the feedback given by the customer. The payment contains details about the payment made by the customer. Promotion contains details about the promotion IDs that can be applied to the reservations. Reservation contains details about the various reservations made so far. The vehicle contains details about the various vehicles that are available to be rented out. The vehicle service contains details about the various services that were done for the vehicles across various branches. Now this would be the main menu. So to start off, we can click on the view vehicle, which will take us to the search vehicle query. And you have the view customers, which will give us a entire view of all the customers that are registered with Carvis. Then you have the view reservations, which gives us all the details about the reservations made so far. Then you have the add customer, which takes us to the customer form, wherein you can process data into the database about a particular customer and the reservation made by the customer. And then you have the add vehicle form, which can be used to process data into the database. And then you have the add employee form, which can be used to process data about a particular employee into the database. And finally, you have all the view all reports button, which gives us all the reports that have been generated so far to improve reports generated so far to improve our business efficiency. Now next, let's talk about the queries design. Now we want to see which customer has given what comments about the various branches. So we're going to base all that information by connecting the different tables. So you can see the customer ID is connected to the from the customer ID of customers connected to the customer ID of the feedback. In a similar way, the branch ID from branch is connected to the vehicle parent branch ID of vehicle, and the vehicle ID from vehicle is connected to the vehicle ID of the reservation. In this way, you can pull out data which is for 5 different tables and get details about the various customers, their name, which city they belong to, what were the comments that were given, and which for the various branches and what were their ratings. In a similar way, we can see details about the reservation. So we can see who reserved, from which city the customer belongs to, when was the reservation made, what kind of vehicle was reserved, and which branch that vehicle belongs to. So let's go to the design view and see what's been done on the back end. So you can see the same way, using the join properties, we've connected the customer ID of customer to the customer ID of reservation, and the branch ID of branch is connected to the vehicle parent branch ID. In the same way, the vehicle ID from vehicle is connected to the vehicle ID in the reservation. And in a similar way, next we have the search vehicle query. This search vehicle query is what we call a one table query. So there's just one table from which we can gather all the data. So you can see which vehicle is available, what type of vehicle, what is the capacity, who manufactured it, whether it's available to be rented out, where it is at exactly, how much is the rate per hour. All these details can be gathered. Then you have the search vehicle query. This helps us to find which vehicle in which branch is available to be rented out for ease of searching purposes. And then next, let's go to the forms. So as you can see, the branch form is connected to the employee information. Why? Because every employee belongs to one particular branch. So as you can see, you have the navigation buttons here. So you can see the various details. So for the branch ID 4, there is an employee whose ID is 4 and all their relevant details. And then you have the customer information. So you can see the customer information and the reservation that the particular customer has made so far. This is what you call a subform. In a similar way, you can see the employee information. So you can add a new record, delete a new record, delete a record which exists in the database. So once you click on new record, data is persisted. Once you click on clear, data is deleted. So click on clear, it asks. So once I give yes, the data is deleted. The same way the payment information, once I give all the payment details and click on make payment, the payment has been done successfully. And the promotion table, you can persist data into the promotion table through this form. And in a similar way, you can have the reservation form, and the reservation form is connected to the payment form, as in once you give these details and click on make payment, it takes us to the payment information form. And then you have the vehicle form where you can persist data about a particular vehicle into the database, and the vehicle service. In the same way, you can persist data about the services done for a particular vehicle. In a similar way, you can see all the details so far and the comments given for the particular service. Next off, you have the reports. So as you can see, a branch feedback report, you can gather information about which branch is doing well, what were the ratings given for a particular branch through the reservation ID. So it has been segregated according to the branches. So this gives an overall idea of which branch is doing well, which branch is not doing well, and why it's not doing well through the customer comments. Then you have the branch vehicle report. Now this gives us an idea of which type of vehicle has been, which vehicle is doing well in a particular branch through the reservation ID. As you can see in Columbia CARVIS vehicle, a vehicle whose ID is 2 is doing well. Next is the branch-wise employee report. Now this helps us to gather information about all the employees that are available across all the branches, and data segregated according to each branch, and various employee details like what is the role of the employee, what is their status, whether a supervisor exists, what is their ID of the supervisor, etc., including the branch ID that the employee belongs to. Next, you have the popular vehicles report. So this gives us an idea of which vehicle model is doing well, and you can gather all these details through the reservation ID, which type of vehicle is doing well and everything. And then finally you have the vehicle services. Now this gives us an idea of which vehicle has been serviced so far, what were the charges incurred, and if there was any comments given for the charge for the service, and overall for all the vehicles that were serviced, what was the grand total, what was the net services cost that was incurred.